Hey YouTube, it's Stella and I'm here with my first meal prep Monday. This week I'm doing my basic chicken, vegetables, and rice, so let's go. First we're going to boil off the water for our rice. Remember, you want a 2-to-1 ratio between the rice and water. I'm using medium to high heat and adding a little salt for flavor. I use organic rice so it takes an hour to cook. I recommend getting a quick minute rice. I'm going to set my oven for 400 degrees and let it preheat. Next we're going to be preparing the chicken. I spray my pan for my chicken. Next, I go check on my rice to see if the water is boiling. If it is, cover and put on a low simmer. I am now setting the timer for my rice for 45 minutes because that's how long it takes to typically cook. My roommates taught me this really cool life hack, and that's to buy chicken tenderloins instead of chicken breasts because they are already pre-cut. If I was making a chicken dish this week that required sauce, I would cook them in separate pans, but because this week is just seasoning, I'm going to go ahead and put them all in the same pan. I love lemon pepper, so that will be my first seasoning. Whatever you like to use, just sprinkle a fair amount on the chicken. The other half, onion powder, not onion salt. I'm going to sprinkle onion powder on there, and for extra flavor, white cheddar seasoning. It sounds so weird, but it's a personal favorite. I love this dish. In our preheated oven, I'm going to place the chicken on the bottom rack and let it cook. I'm going to set my timer for 8 minutes. I'm taking the chicken out and placing it on top of the stove. Next, I'm going to flip them over and add seasoning to the other side. I only do the one seasonings at one time, that way I don't get confused and accidentally put the wrong seasoning on the wrong chicken, like you'll see here. First, I'm going to be sprinkling my onion powder, not salt. I do not want salty chicken. Please read your labels. And a little bit of my white cheddar seasoning. I have the ranch one as well. I love them both. Next, I'm going to flip over my lemon pepper chicken. I don't know why it's stuck all together, but I'll go ahead and separate it. And of course, sprinkle more lemon pepper seasoning because I personally don't think you could ever have enough. I don't know why I love it like I do, but I do. And it's back to the oven for the chicken. We're going to go ahead and set the timer again for another 8 minutes. After I set the timer, I went ahead and made a pot of water for my broccoli. The ratio from water to broccoli should be identical. I used 2.5 cups of water to 2.5 cups of broccoli and put it on high heat just to boil. While I'm waiting for that water to boil, I'm just going to go ahead and check on my rice. I think I need a little something extra in here. I went ahead and grabbed some fresh cilantro that my grandma gave me from her garden and dropped it in there just for some added flavor. You want to make sure to break down the cilantro and stir it into the rice very well. While this is cooking, I'll go ahead and tell you why I'm cooking on Sunday and not Monday. It's because I have the time to be honest. So I go ahead and meal prep on Sunday and then just store the rest of the food for the rest of the week, and I even made a little dinner for tonight. Waiting for my water to boil for my broccoli, I'm going to go ahead and set up my plates and the cutting board for my chicken. Alert, we have boiling water. Finally, right? So I'm going to go ahead and drop some broccoli in there, and remember, 2.5 cups. I'm using 2.5 cups just so I have half a cup of broccoli for each of the 5 days. I'm then going to lower down the heat a little bit. You're going to want to stir and cover for even cooking. And look at that, we finished with 25 seconds to spare. We're then going to take the chicken out of the oven and place it on the cooling mats. Looks great. Go ahead and cut the chicken and make sure it's done. If it's finished cooking, you can go ahead and turn off the oven. And back to the downer, this long rice that takes forever to cook, but I'm just going to go ahead and keep stirring it and making sure it's all good. Let's see how much time's left on it. 15 minutes, you guys. During this time, I just threw some stuff in the dishwasher. I usually use frozen fresh broccoli, so really it just needs to heat up. Or you can do steamables, they're both really great and fast. When you're done, remove the pot and go ahead and turn off the stove. Because I'm not eating any of the food I'm putting in the Tupperware containers tonight, I'm not worried about it getting cold, so I'm going to go ahead and plate my broccoli for the week. The rice is still cooking. Again, because I'm not worried about my food getting cold, I'm going to go ahead and cut up my chicken for my meal preps. And I cut them into bites just so when I make my meal prep, it's easier to mix all together and evenly heat up. Every week, this is always worse than waiting for the ball to drop on New Year's Eve. We finally get to take our rice off the heat and go ahead and put it in our meal prep bowl. I take 1/4 of a cup of rice because that is all you should have for your dinner. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in my meal prep to-go containers, Tupperware, whatever you want to call it, and spread it out so it looks like I'm eating more than I am so I don't cry a little bit. It's actually not that bad. You will have leftover rice. Go ahead and store it for lunch or something. I went ahead and put my chicken in there. I guess I forgot to film it. Let's put some lids on. Boop. And I'm going to stack 4 on top for the freezer and 1 for the fridge for tomorrow night. I hope you enjoy this easy and fast dinner.
Givenchy dress. I'm so possessive, so I rock his rock necklaces. My daddy Alabama,